Hi guys, welcome back to the Ultimate Diecast YouTube channel, where today we're looking at 4 more Mini GT models. So up first we've got this LB Works Lamborghini Huracan GT in the digital camouflage livery. Now as you can see, it's got the same livery on the box as well, which is a really nice touch as you don't see that on all of the Mini GTs. And that certainly makes this model stand out amongst any others. Now with this Lamborghini, there are quite a few different variants of the digital camouflage, with there being different exclusive ones like Toys R Us exclusives and media exclusives as well, and also a left-hand drive and a right-hand drive version of this car, with this just being the standard model unfortunately. And as you can see in the sun, this model is absolutely gorgeous. You can see every single detail perfectly, and they've really gone all out on this model. I can see why it is a big favourite amongst the collectors. The red pinstripe going straight down the middle of this car is such a nice touch, and it really stands out. And as you can see, it's also got it just underneath the doors as well. Obviously the LB Works kit comes on quite a few other different Lamborghinis, but for me the digital camouflage is definitely one that stands out the most. But as we get into the close-up shots, you'll start to notice even more detail. Like for example, the LB Works just on the front splitter. The wing mirrors are made out of rubber, so that is something to be careful of when handling this model, but it doesn't feel flimsy and nothing feels like it's going to break off in your hands. I mean, just look at the detail I've managed to get on the rear of the car. Absolutely perfect. The huge diffuser, all the different vents, all the different grills. Proportionally, this model is spot on in my opinion. Mini GT really do go all out when it comes to the Lamborghinis, and it really shows in this model. So up next we've got the top secret GTR Nissan Skyline VR32 in gold with a carbon bonnet, or hood if you're American. This is number 431 out of the collection, and this model is, again like the Lamborghini, one of their better models that they have made. Now if you have got any other Mini GT R32s like the regular Nismo versions, you will notice this model is proportionally a lot different, as in my opinion the original Mini GT R32s are a little bit small and a little bit thin on the proportion side, but I feel like they have done very well with their top secret models, and I hope this continues with the R32s in the future with Mini GT. But as you can see, they have got this model absolutely spot on. The wheel choice is perfect, it's the exact wheels that are on the model. The top secret livery is absolutely perfect. As you can see, the wheel spin on both models, the Lamborghini and the GTR. As you can see, all the detail on the rear of the model, including the heated rear windows and the carbon bonnet on the front, is just a very nice touch and makes this model one of the better GTRs that is in their collection. For example, you can read each decal clearly and see them all perfectly on the model. They're all stuck down perfectly and nothing is askew. Everything has been clearly detailed, and you can just tell they put real thought and effort into this casting and model. If you would like me to take a look at the white version of this model, leave a like and drop a comment on the video and I'll make sure to get on that straight away. I do feel though the indicators on the front are a little bit pointy, but overall this model you can't really complain. So for the third car we're unboxing, we've got this Nissan R35 GT-RR LB Silhouette Works in the Silhouette Works Formula Drift 2022 livery. And this is number 491 out of the series. And as you'll see when we unbox this car, this model really stands out and really pops. The colours are so bright on this model. In the sun especially, this will stand out in any collection. Like for example, all the finer details like the official Formula Drift logo as the banner and the Liberty Walk on the splitter. All the decals are perfect and it matches the car in real life. With this model having the LB Silhouette Formula Drift livery, you start to notice how much it does really pop, as it doesn't as much on the S15, but with this model and the body kit not being as boxy, you can certainly see how much it does contrast the white very well. All the sponsors on the top of the car, all around the car, just overall they've got this absolutely spot on. But I will say, I do think the headlights on the R35s, which I have pointed out before, are a little bit too pointy. But honestly, that's a small price to pay for a model that looks as good as this. As we move around to the rear of the car, you can see they've even got the indentations on the tail lights, instead of it just being a flat rear end. A really nice touch with Mini GT models is the depth that they do put in the models, like the tail lights, the vents and the body kits, as it does give a really realistic touch. To end the video, we've got this Lancia Delta HF Integrale Evolution in the classic Martini livery. This is number 300 out of the series, and it's got the classic HF on the side of the box, as you can see. And when you think of a Group B or Group A rally car, the Lancia Delta definitely comes to mind, especially the Integrale. And as a huge fan of the sport of rally, I was really excited to get my hands on this model. I know I said the Lamborghini was one of my favourites, but I think this one detail wise might take the cake, as what they've done with this model is absolutely incredible. They've got it spot on. Proportionally, Mini GT do very well with their models, as this model, once put next to anything else, will be a lot smaller, which is obviously the case in real life with this being a small retro hatchback. Another thing to note is how detailed and how spot on the front of the car actually is, as they've got the front bumper proportionally spot on, with it being slightly curved and slightly smaller on the bottoms of the bumper, making the wheels point out that little bit more aggressively, which again is a fantastic touch. As you can see, the wheel does spin perfectly on the rear, but the front does get a little bit stuck, but I'm sure that can be easily fixed, as obviously all Mini GTs are a screw base, so wheel swaps, anything like that, very easy to do. As we go to the close-up shots, you can see how well detailed this model is, with even a fuel filler cap being noticeable on the model. There is a number plate, but unfortunately it's not a real number plate, but not to bother, it still looks realistic. So that's going to be the end of the video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to like, subscribe and turn notifications so you don't miss the next upload.